process from changing a black.
Go ahead.
This is our process from changing a black gasket to a stainless collar. By doing this, we're going to remove the black gasket, and how you do that is you'll have little rivets in four corners. One here, one there, one there, one there. You may possibly have the rivets over here. If you do, you take your putty knife, and you can use a mallet or you can use a steel hammer, and you will knock off the rivets. Just knock them off like that. The head's off. Once the heads are off, you can commence just taking this gasket, push it inward, and taking it right out of there. It may have some silicone wrapped around it, and if it does, you'll take the putty knife and go around the putty knife to lift it up. Since you're replacing it, if you have to destroy it, there's no big deal in destroying it because you're going to put a stainless collar in it anyway. So after we take that out of there, what you see is you've got foam right here all along the edges. This is our stainless top, and this is our inside lining. So you'll take a putty knife, and you're going to want to take the putty knife and go along the edge in there, just kind of give it a little room for something to slide in there. And you do this on all four corners, all four sides, I'm sorry. Then, after that's complete, we're going to bring in our lexan pieces to cover up all the ugly, if you want to call it, to cover up the foam. It has a paper film on it. Peel the paper film off both sides. Once this paper is peeled, you're going to have 3 holes on the bottom, as you can see. Okay?
Where are the holes, please? The holes?
Yes, they're right here.
1.
No, there's 3 of them.
2.
3. Okay? Now, we're going to take this piece, and you know how we cleared the edge out with that putty knife? We're going to slide our lexan right underneath there. And with a little help from this mallet, just pound it up until she bottoms out. That's up, that's up, and that's up. Now it's in there nice and tight. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take an 1/8" drill bit. If you have a power tool, air tool, that's fine. If you have a drill driver battery operated, that's fine also. Make sure it's 1/8" drill bit. Now we're going to commence drilling them holes that we showed you earlier. And you'll put the drill bit on the hole. There it is. Then we're going to drill up. And there's no need to worry about any copper in here. There's nothing that you're going to hit that's going to make any damage to your freezer. We're going to put those 3 holes in. After the holes are in, we're going to take stainless steel rivet. We're going to put the nail in there. We're going to find our hole. And we're going to pop that rivet. Grab another one. Find that hole. Pop the rivet. One more rivet for this side. There we go. Now, as you can see, it's not perfectly 90 degrees. That's because you're dealing with the bend of the lexan. But as long as it's straight right here, along this edge where the collar is going to fit, we're going to have no problem putting this together. Now we're going to continue on the rest of the three sides. We're going to do this side first, just like this one, because these two are just a little bit different. Not much, but a little bit.
Jesse, we can just skip that and go right on in.
Okay, let's go into this side here, because this is a little bit different. This is all silicone.
Yeah, we'll just do this and put this.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're just going to continue on and do the same thing.
Yeah.
All right. We can just go right to the metal.
Okay. Let me. This one here, I want to
yes,
show
sir.
you this one because.
All right.
Now the sides on this push cart here don't have anywhere to rivet these three holes. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this flange of this thing, we're going to shove it right on the edge of the cold plate. And I'm hitting it with my hand, but you can use a mallet. Now we got it in there. What we're going to do now is paste a little silicone inside here to give it extra support, because we're not drilling or riveting it. We're just going to have the silicone. Load this guy up. I'm just going to slip it down like this. Now add a bead of silicone. I want the bead to be about 3/8 of an inch diameter. Anywhere in that area. You want it to be able to spread it out a little bit. Put a little bit on the top edge. Keeps it nice and tight. Okay, that's that side. Now you want to do the placement? Now for the placement of the gasket. We're going to be putting this on, but you got to figure out how this is going to be fastened on. We're going to fasten it with silicone, and we're going to lay a bead of silicone right in this groove here. And that silicone bead is going to be about 1/4 inch to 3/8 diameter. Going all the way around, of course. Now we'll take our collar, drop it in place, and it's siliconed in place. Now, even though it's silicone, I want to fasten it with a couple rivets using that little metal strip that's underneath there. So that's what we're going to do also. Using an 1/8 inch drill bit. You've got to know where to hit that drill bit. Being that this is up a little higher, that's about 3/8 of an inch higher than the flat edge of the stainless. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take a square, and I'm going to put a little line with a black marker. me get my square and I'll be right back. Sorry. Now remember, the flange on that top side is about a 1/2 inch long. And I've got this sitting up about 3/8 higher than the top. So we're going to go 7/8 of an inch. I'm going to take this square, I'm going to lay it on top. We're going to put a rivet right there. And that should hit that metal piece. It should hit that metal piece, so you can go anywhere from here to there to hit that metal. But 7/8 is the lowest point. I'm going to go right in between there. Then we'll take a stainless rivet, drop it in the hole. And pop the rivet.
And how many of those are you going to put in?
I'm going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All up high. Nothing down low. All up high. And that's about 1/2 inch down. That's 7/8 of an inch to the black line, and that's about a 1/2 inch there. Anywhere from 1/2 to 7/8 is where I set my square at.
Okay.
Same thing follows over here. Set your square. And it doesn't matter how far over you go over. Just try to stay over about 1 or 2 inches away from the corners. We'll do this corner now. You can tell when you hit metal because you're going to go through the first metal, you're going to have to hit another piece of metal and you can feel it.
Okay.
If you don't feel it, you're not hitting any metal. Let's say you missed the hole. If you missed the hole, you find the right spot, just put another rivet right on top.
Okay.
It's not going to hurt anything to quality or nothing like that.
All right.
And that's all there is to it.
Thank you, Jesse.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
All right. Let's take that. Let's take it in the back. It ain't gonna.